there is a slowdown. I think there is a strong cyclical dimension to it. Cyclical not in the textbook sense of an inventory build up and then clearing up, but cyclical slowdown set off by a set of factors. But I think cyclical almost definitionally means that it's short term. And I think once the government starts spending again, because the compression phase is over, you might see signs of a recovery. And capacity utilization is something that I would like to draw your attention to. And we have very credible numbers from the RBI and so forth, that once you get the confidence back, once things start moving a little, perhaps you will see the investment cycle turning.
This economy, I think the reason this slowdown also happened is partly because of the NBFC crisis that was alluded to earlier, which actually I think is a more serious thing than a lot of people have really appreciated, because it's been a slow and unfolding kind of a saga that has happened, and it continues to unfold even as we speak right now. And so that really has dried up a lot of liquidity into both the corporate side as well as the personal side. And I think that is also perhaps impacting this slowdown.
Slowdown should last latest until the third quarter of this financial year. And from the next year, things should improve. There are other reasons which might even allow the third quarter itself the recovery to be faster. And despite all these things which are going on, and also on the financing side and all, whatever is happening on the NBFCs, on the housing and other sectors, everyone still expects India to grow at 7%. 7% is not slowdown. I don't know why we are categorizing 7% as slowdown.
To classify this current phase as cyclical, I think does great disservice to the current state of the economy. By giving it that label and denying that there are a huge number of deep-rooted structural issues that need to be fixed in the economy, by calling it cyclical, to my mind is not appropriate. But so far as I am concerned, the demand compression is far more widespread, far more critical, and far more affecting the sentiment of not just Indian industry, but of the average Indian citizen, then we are prepared to face the reality of that.
We are concerned that it might become a deep-seated one or sort of one which goes into a downward spiral, and we are committed to not let that happen.
Exactly.
Now, this is the point. See, and the question is that if you call it a structural thing, then you are in some sense, then you already sort of you sort of, how do you put it? You've foreshadowed it. There is no way that you can get out of it. Nobody can claim that. Nobody can argue that. Because in fact, most of the structural factors that are needed for growth are now in place. In fact, the formalization of the economy that's taken place in the last 5 years has meant that now any growth that comes would be far more sustainable than a boom and bust thing. And that people are just don't. I'm not sure why people don't sort of give that give it enough credit. Now the formalization also means that the rules of the game have changed. Rules of the game have changed in many major ways. The IBC, the RERA, the Benami Act, the GST. Now all of this means that the economic agents on the ground, are having to adjust to this, to the new rules of the game, and that's what's beginning to happen. Now the issue here could be, and these are, by the way, these are not negative structural factors. No, these are structural factors that have been corrected for faster growth and more sustainable growth in the future.